this classic scene was shot with no CG, no special effects, just the legendary Cary Grant running for his life through an actual cornfield being chased by a crop duster. Alfred Hitchcock's film North by Northwest is playing tonight at the Tampa Theatre, and there's no better place to revisit this classic or see it for the first time. Here to talk about this and other classic movies you can catch this summer is James from the Tampa Theatre. So thank you so much for coming this morning.
Thank you for having us, Janelle. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, well, you know, it's so fun to watch these classic movies in that classic setting, right? The Tampa Theatre. It doesn't get much better than that.
We don't think so, yeah. There's something, you know, that's how they're meant to be seen. There's something different about watching it in an old theater surrounded by a bunch of other people having the same experience as you. It makes the magic come out.
Yeah, well, let's talk about the movie we just saw, North by Northwest. It's playing tonight.
That's right.
As part of a series you all are doing.
Yeah, so this year we started a new series called Big Picture. So midweek through the month on Wednesdays, we kind of put together a little package of films that we think go together, have something to say to each other. And this month's theme was Alfred Hitchcock. So tonight is North by Northwest, and then at the end of the month we wrap it up with Rear Window.
Okay, well, for someone who's not familiar with the movie tonight, what's it about?
North by Northwest is Hitchcock showing off, really.
Okay.
It's the peak of his career. It's full of really dramatic set pieces. The shot that you just showed of the cornfield chase with the airplane was something he'd been wanting to put into a movie for a while, and finally got a chance to do it. And of course, Cary Grant in that iconic gray suit. It's a real piece of film history.
Yeah, it sounds like he wanted to just put something in a movie and kind of created the whole film around it,
More
basically.
or less, yes.
Which he could do at that point in his career.
Yeah.
So that's playing tonight. Still tickets available.
Oh, absolutely.
Go to the theater, pick it up. Okay. What about Rear Window?
Yeah, so on next Wednesday, a week from today, we end with Rear Window. Rear Window, Jimmy Stewart plays a person who's stuck at home, essentially, and uses his investigative powers on everyone he can see in the courtyard around his apartment. So this whole set gets built. Everything feels very trapped and confined, like the character himself. And it plays out beautifully. Hitchcock is especially a master when he can control every tiny little piece of the movies he's making, and it really works in Rear Window.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, so, and then you have another series going on, Summer Classics?
Yes, so this is the first year for Big Picture. Summer Classics we've been doing for more than 30 years.
Okay.
Every summer Sunday at 3 p.m., you can trust that the Tampa Theatre will be playing a fantastic classic movie. This Sunday is E.T., and later on in the season, we still have Wizard of Oz to play. We have Casablanca. We have, at the end of the season, our Silent Clowns picture, which is a compilation of silent short comedies, accompanied with the live organ by our organist, Stephen Ball.
Yeah, I know. I think we're looking at, oh no, now it's Wizard of Oz. It was E.T., now the Wizard of Oz. So
Yes.
I love the Wizard of Oz. I've never seen it at the Tampa Theatre, but
yes.
I can only imagine that's magical, right?
It's everyone I talk to about Wizard of Oz, almost universally, your memory of the movie is 10% as good as the actual movie.
Yeah.
You have the ideas, you have the images in your head. Actually seeing it on the big screen, in that audience, feeling it with the kind of newness and the vibrancy that it still has, it's something else.
Especially with the popularity of Wicked,
Absolutely.
I think it would be really fun to take kids to see The Wizard of Oz because they've seen Wicked, but they don't really, a lot of them don't know the backstory. So this would be a great opportunity for that.
Yeah,
and I
that's the
forgot how
original.
vivid it is, very colorful.
It really is.
Yeah.
Especially in the dark on the big screen.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and you mentioned Casablanca, so talk to me a little bit about that film.
Yeah, Casablanca is always the capstone of our Summer Classic series. That's one that we have people come and tell us that, you know, they've come to for 15, 20 years. They come in costume. Grandparents bring their grandkids. It's a tremendous thing. Casablanca was made to be, you know, kind of a compilation of a bunch of tropes, ideas that were already sort of seeming classic, that stuck in people's minds, and it really still holds together.
Yeah. So out of all the movies that we kind of talked about, do you have a few? He sees where I'm going with this. Do you have a favorite, or is it?
I mean, Wizard of Oz is probably up there. Wizard of Oz is something special to see on screen. I have to say, you know, Casablanca is magical.
Yeah.
Rear Window is magical. That said, if you've never seen a silent movie, come to Silent Clowns. See what it's like to experience a movie like it would have played in 1926 when the theater opened, with the organ accompanying, with a live score being created. It's not like any other movie-going experience you'll ever have, and we're one of the last places in the world where you can have it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell me again the details for that. When is that one?
That's the last film in the Summer Classic series. So it's the last Sunday in August.
Okay.
3 p.m. Tickets are still very much available. So we'll have a short from Charlie Chaplin, a Buster Keaton. I think there's a Harold Lloyd and one we've never played before this year. So it should be a good time.
Okay, so we talked about the summer class. We talked about the big picture. That's the Alfred Hitchcock series.
Yes.
When does that wrap up again?
Last Wednesday in July will be the end of that one, and then we'll start the August big picture series, which this year we're calling Helter Skelter. It's summery, hot, sunny horror movies, more or less. So you think horror, you think cold, darkness, you think October. We're trying to bring that spirit a little bit into the summer. So.
Yeah. What are some of the movies that you're going to be showing during that series?
We open with Midsummer, the Ari Aster movie from a few years ago about a strange kind of cult in Norwegian.
Interesting.
We're playing Creature from the Black Lagoon, partially filmed in Florida, the classic monster movie. We're playing No Country for Old Men, not typically thought of as a horror movie, but when you think about it, they kind of frame the villain of that movie like a slasher monster.
Right.
And then we wrap up with a Dutch film called The Vanishing, a truly terrifying sort of unusual serial killer movie.
Yeah, wow, you got it all there at the Tampa Theatre.
Yeah.
So definitely go check them out. For tickets and showtimes, go to the websites you see right there, tampatheatre.org.